talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling hairy today? Let's talk. But first, you've reached the voice of the voiceless. What's up, man?
What's up?
I'm
gonna be joining you today.
You gonna be joining me? Okay, all right, well, slide over here, I guess. I mean, I really wasn't prepared to. You even know what we're talking about?
What are we talking about?
All right, well, I guess we'll just talk together. All right, well, here goes. Upcoming this Monday, I'm going to be doing a Zoom meeting with Tyler Vasseur, and we're going to be talking about building a more transparent union. You know what transparent means?
No.
Transparent means see-through, right?
See-through.
Yes, transparent, see-through. So what the postal workers would like is that the union be more transparent with them when it comes down to negotiations. So that's what they want. They want to fight for the unions to be more transparent. They want to know what the union is negotiating. So he and I are going to be talking about this, and I'm going to be putting a video out in probably about 2 or 3 pieces. Now, he will be having his own meeting for all crafts. They will all be able and allowed to join his Zoom meeting. I will be posting eventually the link to his Zoom meeting. Now, we did speak, and I said, hey, they maxed out at 300. We got to make sure that there's enough for everybody to join in. So I would like everybody to make sure that if you're part of the National Association of Letter Carriers, which your sister is, right? Right? And other members of the family, you all be involved in that meeting. He will be answering questions and basically fighting and building for you, which is good, right? For them. The postal family, right? Your voice okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's the next thing we're going to be talking about. I mentioned recently that the post office is getting rid of contracted routes. Now, contracted routes means that instead of somebody that actually works for the post office, they are paying people outside the post office to do our work. So the union has been fighting to get our work back, which if we get our work back, that means we have more work.
Yeah.
More work. Now,
More work means more money.
more work means more money, more opportunities. Now, I just mentioned something going on in Ohio, and that was my last video. So I wanted to clarify a couple things with that. They said, well, how do we know that they're going to be doing this? So I decided just to read a little part of the union contract so you can understand why the work that is coming back to us is going to be offered, number one, to career employees first. The work will be offered to our own people first. Then they hire from the outside, bring them in, and they are coming in as partial career as well as PTF, which means part-time flexible. But for those that come in as part-time flexible does not mean that you do not have a full-time route. It's just that you will have a flexible time. That's the only difference. Flexible time. In actuality, starting pay for a PTF is a little bit higher because you don't get paid holidays. They incorporate all of the holiday pay into your hourly wage. That's the difference, and you don't have a set schedule. But I'm gonna read this. Maybe you can help me out here. That's all right. All right. What's that say?
Motor vehicle services?
Motor vehicle craft will assume service on a minimum of how many?
600 PVS.
600 PVS routes currently contracted to HCR. HCR means Highway Contracted Routes. Upon the expiration of each supplier contract, route service may be assigned to either career or non-career employees as necessary. The employer, which is post office, will designate the how many?
600
PVS routes to be assigned to the who?
to the motor vehicle craft.
The motor vehicle craft, MVS. 25% of duty assignments created will be assigned to the career employees. In addition, the parties agreed to review approximately how many?
8,000.
8,000 other existing transportation highway contracted routes. It is understood that in considering the conversion of such work, the parties will use DOT work rules and an approximate mix of bargaining units cost as submitted by the APWU. Now, what that means, because he won't understand that, is that HCR, highway contracted routes, the contractors have to abide by Department of Transportation rules. Technically, we don't because we're government employees, but they're going to break the routes up so that they still fit the Department of Transportation rules and regulations for truck drivers with the proper amount of sleep, as a proper amount of miles, etc. So they're not going to make us do anything illegal. So if they have 8,000 routes, it may break it up into maybe 10,000. So that's a lot of routes. Now, if you cut that in half, that's at least 5,000 because some truck drivers will work the morning, some will work the evening, etc. Did I lose you?
No.
Okay, cool. The Postal Service will provide each individual highway contracted route contract to the APWU upon ratification. The APWU will review the contract and provide the Postal Service designee with specific route and trip information, including frequency, time of departure and arrival, annual mileage, and equipment requirements. Meaning, they're going to set up the routes. When you have management, that's what they do. They sit there and they figure out what time the route leaves, what time they come back, how many miles, etc. They break it down. It's very detailed, very specific. And when the management comes up with a number, they have to give it and issue it over to the APWU and say, hey, is this good? APWU will review it and say yes or no. They'll adjust it. Talking about how much work for each driver, basically. The APWU may initiate and obtain a cost comparison on segment trips of an HCR route. That is some, but not all the routes covered by the contract. Meaning the union is going to say, hey, well, this is how much it costs. I lost you, didn't I? This is how much it's going to cost to run this. This is what we're expecting. This is what they're supposed to do. If the APWU fair comparison of contracted or segment of route shows that it would cost less to have work performed by MVS employees, it will be assigned to MVS employees. Meaning, if it costs less for me to do the run than it would for a contractor to do the run, they're going to hire motor vehicle services to do the runs, the routes. Anyway, this is the one that I wanted to read the most. The Postal Service will consider overall operational needs when creating the new assignments, including fleet needs, meaning how many trucks, etc., maintenance capabilities, parking, route logistics, etc. But these factors will not be used to circumvent the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. F. What does it say here?
After proper and
Appropriate
notice has been given to the HCR contractor, such as that termination of the contract does not cause or incur additional expense or cost to be the Postal Service, and any and all new assignments will be posted for bid to the
existing
career workforce before filled with new employees.
I'm going to read that again. After proper and appropriate notice has been given to the contractor, such that termination of the contract, meaning they're going to give them notice when your contract is up, it does not incur additional expenses or cost the postal service or any more costs. Say, look, it costs us less for our guys to run it, so we are going to be ending your contract. That's the first part. Any and all new assignments will be posted for bid to the existing career workforce, meaning that if you're currently a truck driver, they're going to give it to you first before filled with new employees. So all the work will be offered in-house first, then they're going to hire from the outside. All this means is they're going to be doing a lot of hiring when it comes down to the PVS department, the MVS department, I'm sorry. So they will be hiring MVOs, motor vehicle operators, PVOs, postal vehicle operators, as well as TTOs, tractor trailer operators. Now, again, we discussed what the PVO details are. You do not need to have a commercial driver's license in order to be a PVO. And they're going to be offering those to all in-house career employees first. So it's a lengthy process because let's just say this guy's a mail handler or he's a clerk and they put the bid up. Hey, we got 2 PVO positions available. He has the opportunity to take the position. Now, they have to give him a certain length of time. If he doesn't want the position, then they post it to the outside. That's how that works. So is it going to be a long, lengthy process?
Yes.
Yes. Will the post office have a lot more employees?
Yes.
Yeah, well, if you take employees away because they get rid of contractors, they're going to have to hire people to still do the work, right?
Yeah.
Now, we also discussed that they'll be doing less frequent trips because there will be less pickups and drop-offs at the end of the evening, but that still does not negate the factor that there will be more work. More work. More work. And more work means?
More money.
More money. Or money for somebody. All right. So I hope that clarified the few people that inboxed me and emailed me. And I figured if a couple of people did it already, I was going to clarify it for everybody. So I didn't make this up. This is on, if you actually look it up, it's actually on page 456 of the, man, yeah, just gotta research, a lot of research. 456. That's what's that say?
456.
456. And what does that say?
455.
Yes. We do the research so that you don't. And we pass on the information. And if you think we're lying, did I write this?
No.
Okay, that's clearly something that we're reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. I mean, with that being said, hey. 900 people have subscribed to your channel.
901.
901. You're short 100 people before you hit your 1,000 mark.
Please subscribe.
So I'm going to leave the link to his channel one more time in the video first comment, pinned comment. He's just trying to get to 1,000. As I said before, you do not need to watch the videos. All we need you to do is
just subscribe.
Just subscribe. I mean, I just put him here to read this. He's 8 years old. 8. Some people can't read. Hell, I could barely read some of the stuff that this was, you know. So, I mean, help him. Please. Please. I mean, look at that face. Give a puppy dog face. Give a puppy dog face. No, a sad face. Uncover, yeah, sad face. And say, please. You might need to shed a tear a little bit. Now, how could you turn, they can't see your face, man. How can you turn down a face like this? Pout the lip out, pout the lip out. A little bit further. How are you going to turn down a face like that? All he needs is 100 people just to push that subscribe button to his channel. Click the link in the first pinned comment. Help
Me, please.
Help him. Help him. Now,
You would make a kid cry.
would you make a kid cry? Now, I call him Charlie because he has a bunch of different names. He's Charlie's when he's doing my videos, but it's Big Abel. That's what it is. I
Big
call him,
Abes.
and his Big Abes. It's just King. But
King Abel third.
King Abel the Third, whatever you want to call yourself. But right now, you're Charlie. Go handle business, Charlie. Thank you.
Yeet.
Yeet. I don't know exactly what yeet means. You keep yeeting. All right. Well, this is JH.
This is Charlie and AKA AH.
Oh, man.
And we out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.